Hello everybody, this is Rishi here and today I'm going to be doing my first tutorial on how to learn JavaScript. To start off, JavaScript is not Java and I'll just give you a brief introduction. It's a client-sided language and there's some things you need to know about JavaScript. There's things such as variables, strings, numbers, and booleans. Variables hold the place of value for anything in when you're coding. Strings are words or numbers surrounded by single quotes or double quotes. Numbers are, any numbers, even decimals, and you put them without quotations when you're writing JavaScript. And booleans are true or false statements without quotations, and they're also not capitalized. Moving on to an example, we have this piece of small structured code. So we have var words. What does that mean? Well, var is a short form of variable, so it's variable words, and we set it to this is, and this is in a double quotation. You can also have it in a single quotation and followed by a semicolon. Then we have another variable, var more words, and we set that to equal to a sentence, and then we have var sentence. Well, we made sentence equal to our first variable words and our second variable more words, so that becomes var sentence. And then, for example, you want to print out var sentence, you have document.write, and I'll get more into that. So you say document.write and sentence. Sentence as the third variable. So var sentence, and then you have a semicolon, and then it prints out this is a sentence. So what it is, notice how it says this is a sentence. If I make for var more words quotation and I don't add an extra space, it becomes this is a sentence. You have to make sure when you're doing that. As I mentioned before, I'm going to get into document.write. So what document.write is a console. Basically, whatever you write in document.write gets outputted to Java or to the console. So for example, I want to output what's my favorite topping. Well, I'll write document.write in quotations and parentheses pineapple and then a semicolon, and then there you get pineapple. So now here stuff before pineapple came, that's because we haven't commented at our previous code. But for example, what's commenting? Well, commenting is blocking our code or adding additional comments for humans to understand. You can comment out lines 2 to 5 using double backslashes like we just did, or you can comment down different ways that I'll get into. So what that did when we commented it out, the code between lines 2 and 5 wasn't processed at all, and we only got pineapple because only line 7 processed. You can also, as I did in line 7, put a comment afterwards, and it's for humans to understand. So when you're reading your code later on, you can look at it and be like, oh, now I know why I did that. Also, for backslashing a lot of lines takes a lot of time. So what JavaScript does, you can also backslash using one backslash and an asterisk, and then the ending point where you want the code to stop commenting out, you put asterisk first and then backslash. So you have backslash asterisk and then asterisk backslash. And that's it. That's as easy as it gets to comment out or block code from running, or if you want to add some multiple line of comments. Getting into addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus now. Well, simple as it is. Well, we have to do a thing called document write, as I've mentioned before. So we do document write, and then, for example, simple arithmetic sentence 5 plus 25. You evaluate that, so you say document.write 5 plus 25 in parentheses. Then it comes to 30, and then you do 5 minus 25. You can do subtraction as well, so it becomes negative 20. Then you can do 5 times 25, which becomes 125. Or you can do 5 divided by 25, which becomes 0.2. Now getting into modulus. Modulus is a little different. What modulus is it's a remainder. So for example, I'm doing 10 modulus 4. So modulus is represented by percentage. So 10 modulus 4, what that is 4. You're dividing 10 by 4 twice, and then you get a remainder of 2, just like long division. And then you get the modulus. So since we're already doing math, let's get into math random and math floor. Math random chooses a value between 0 and 1, and it's random, so it can be anything. And math floor is a whole number. So whatever your value you get at the end, it converts it into a whole number by the rounding method. So our first example, we have document.write, we have math random, and then double parentheses, you don't put anything there because it's random, and then you multiply, for example, by 100. You run the code. Each time you run it, now you're going to notice you're going to get a different answer. Every time, because it's math random, you're always picking a value from 0 to 1 at any random time. And then, for example, now we have that we want to explore into math.floor. So we have math.floor, we do the same thing, you just add that into math.random. So math.for goes ahead, and then we do math.random just like the way I've portrayed here, and then you run it. Now every time you're gonna run the code, you're gonna get a whole number because your math.random code is converted into a whole number. And that's as simple as it gets. Like every time you're gonna run it, you're gonna get a different answer, as I've mentioned before, because of math.random. So, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my JavaScript tutorial number 1. I'll get back to you with more JavaScript tutorials. I hope that you liked it. Thank you. Bye bye.